And as we get qualifying underway, I believe that is going to be the first time when Darrell Bass gets across the line. It looks like every car is on the track right now, as you can see by the track marker. Number 6 of James Murphy is right behind him, so let's take a look at him and see where he's sitting on his laps. Darrell Bass with a 15.01, currently sitting as your quick time. We got the number 3 car of James Murphy making it around now. And you got to remember, a lot of times, if you guys hit the wall, this lap is not going to count. That's how iRacing's UI works, unfortunately. Sorry, apparently there was live chat and I missed it. I was trying to see what that notification was, but let's go ahead and take a look at what our current leaders are sitting at. Sitting on the pole right now, it's going to be Troy Hart with a 14.85. Sitting in second place is going to be Dustin Price with, I don't know what that time is, but he's not far behind, about 8/100ths of a second. You got 3 drivers that are 11/100ths of a second back. You got Darrell Bass in third, Ty Williams in fourth, and James Murphy in fifth. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the number 1 car of, I can't say his name, Jeff Bosler Jr. I'm going to learn your name at some point. And sitting in seventh place is going to be the number 3 car of, oh, that's James Murphy actually. I was lying. Jared Murphy is actually in fifth. He's kicking his brother's ass. This is a battle to see who's the better of the Murphy brothers, and it looks like Jared's going to get the best of them. The number 6 car looks like he's still on the track. I don't know if he's making time. Nope, he should be good to go. I'll go ahead and get this advanced. I don't want to make everybody wait forever. I think he's done. I don't want to screw him. Yeah, he's done. Cool. Alright. If this is set up correctly, I usually goof something up. There should be a total of 2 heats. So we should be able to see. Oh, nope, everybody's going to be in 1 heat. Never freaking mind. Or no, it is going to put 2 heats. That was the goal. I wanted this to do 2 heats. So we're going to go ahead and get a quick look at who's going to be starting out this race for us. Took the rear chase out. What are they doing? Starting on a pole is going to be the number 7 car of Troy Hart. And sitting in second place is going to be the number 4 car of Dustin, or Darrell Bass. Sitting in third is going to be the number 6 car of Jared Murphy. And rounding out the field is going to be the number 3 car, the slower Murphy, James Murphy. I think if I say that enough, I'm going to get them riled up in this end of race interview. But let's go ahead and take a look at our leaders, as Troy's going to lead them around for the first time this year. 3PG monthly matchups is Green Flag Racing. Single file on that outside. Looks like we're getting into the outside wall and everybody slows down. We're going from the inside row, inside second row to first. The number 6 car of Jared Murphy's trying to do what he can. There is beating, banging everywhere. We're 2 wide, 3 wide racing. We got sliders being thrown. There's so much going on. It's so hard to keep up with this. The number 3 car is going to be making his way on the outside. That's going to be James Murphy getting around his brother. It's going to be James Murphy, Darrell Bass, Jared Murphy, and Troy Hart rounding out the field right now. As Troy's coming around on the inside, he's going to try to make a pass right now on Darrell Bass. Currently are going to have the Murphy brothers in front as of right now, but Troy Hart and Darrell Bass are doing everything they can to try to catch up to them. We are 4 laps of 8 done with this first heat. After a little bit of initial beating and banging, it looks like everything's starting to settle down now. Looks like a lot of these cars are starting to beat that right rear fender off the wall right now, as James Murphy is doing everything he can to try to get around, hold that lead. in-car view of Jared Murphy right now doing everything he can to try to catch up to his brother. He's just got 2 laps to go. Tell you what, I talked all that crap about James Murphy being the slower of the Murphys, and what did he do? Quick EOL challenge. Went ahead and went from last to the front. White flag to go this time by as James Murphy's going to lead him around. Jared Murphy in second. Looks like that's going to be Troy Hart in third and Daryl Bass in fourth as we got a 2x2 battle going on. I think we know exactly how this battle's going to end. It's going to go James, it's going to go Jarrett, it's going to go Troy, and last will be Daryl Bass. I don't think it's going to matter too much because when you throw 20 laps of racing in, especially with these other set of drivers we got, it's going to get interesting. Alrighty. I believe it is only going to be a 3-car heat because it's probably trying to get me to get in it. So to make it shut up, I will plug my wheel in and sit in here just to not run. Going through a lot of effort here. Yeah, there we go. Just kidding, boys. I'm actually going to run this. Just playing. It'd be funny if I did, though. These guys don't want me to broadcast and then kick their ass. It'd be too much for them, unfortunately, chat. We'll have to get into that another time, though, as we go ahead and take a look at our starting 3 cars this heat, or the second heat. Starting on the front row is going to be the number 15 car of Dustin Price. Front row outside is going to be a Jeff Gordon car, the number 27 of Ty Williams. And rounding out the field is going to be the number 1 car of Jeff Bowser Jr. And I'll tell you what, it might be a good thing to be in the back of the field to start this, because that's where James was, and he went ahead and won it. So let's see if history repeats itself in heat number 2. As we get ready to come around to the green flag racing, Dustin Price is going to lead him around. Green flag racing, here we go. As Dustin Price is going to lead him around. Ty Williams tries to go around on the inside. There's going to be, I don't think there was contact, but it was close. There's contact with the outside wall, though, as Ty Williams tries to throw the slider. He does. Dustin Price goes under him. Dustin's going to lead lap 1, but hopefully that's what this race is going to look like. A bunch of sliders. Ty Williams he threw a haymaker, but Dustin Price was able to get around him on the outside. 2x2 racing and that number 15 Hoonigan car. He's driving like a Hoonigan. Speaking of Hoonigans, there's Ty Williams in the 24 throwing that TW slider. He's going to throw it again. Dustin's going under him. A lot of contact in 2. Ty throws it every time, but Dustin don't care. Dustin said, I'm just going to take your rear end out. Halfway through the second heat. We got a 3-way battle for first. Dustin Price, Ty Williams, and Jeff Bowser. He might be the lucky one out of this because his car, I think, is the only one clean. Those top 2 have taken so much contact. Dustin Price is going to lead him around with 3 to go. I tell you what, after some of this racing, we might want to get some of the security guards over the pit lane for that 27 car and the number 15 car here. There has been a lot of contact. That aluminum fabricator, whoever the fabricator guy is in this part of Fairbury, is going to get a lot of business as we take the white flag right now. Number 15 car, Dustin Price, is going to lead him around. I think it's going to stay single file from this point. He's going to defend that inside line. Ty Williams goes around, got a little loose, not going to have to run. Dustin Price wins heat number 2. Ty Williams in second, and Jeff will round out the field. Alright, now under
Good
normal league
battle.
formats, we would normally go to a warm-up, do a 4-wide salute, stuff like that. With us just testing things out, we're going to go ahead and immediately go into our feature. With that being said, let's go ahead and go over the lineup real
Good
quick.
battle, Dustin.
Starting in first is going to be the number 3 car of James Murphy. Starting in second is going to be the number 15 car of Dustin Price. Starting in third is going to be the number 6 car of Jared Murphy. Starting in fourth is going to be the 27 car of Ty Williams. Sitting in fifth place is going to be the number, wrong car. Sitting in fifth place is going to be the number 7 car of Troy Hart. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the number 4 car of Daryl. I cannot talk today. My overlay is all fucked up. Sitting in sixth place is going to be the number 1 car of Jeff Basser Jr. And rounding out the field will be the number 4 car of Daryl Bass. Like I said, struggling with new overlays. We're going to go ahead and get it done as our leaders get ready to bring us around. Chat, who do you guys think is going to win this race? There's 7 legitimate cars that can do it.
Dustin, we can't get away from you, can we?
Anybody can win it. Anything can happen. My pick every single race for a long time was that James Murphy machine in that number 3 car. But I have a feeling things are just going way too good for him. I don't think he's going to get it done tonight, boys. I think Dustin Price is going to win it. Dustin Price in that 15 car is going to be my pick. He's going to be the one I just cursed. Let's see who's going to win it, though, as we get ready to lead him around. 2 by 2 by 2 by 1. Better keep an eye on that Dale Earnhardt car, that number 3 back there. I've been peeking at it. Green flag racing as we come around. James Murphy's going to lead him around. Got a heck of a restart on the outside. We're 3 wide racing coming out of 2. 3 wide going into 3. Dustin Price in the middle. James Murphy on the outside. And Jarrett's trying to do what he can. Jarrett's going to lead lap number 1. No, it was James. No, it was Jarrett. Jarrett barely got it in that blue car. James, his brother, is going to be in that red and white Pro 4. And the number 15 of Dustin Price is going right behind Jared trying to make something happen. We're 3 wide in the back with the 27, the number 3 car as well, of Ty Williams and Troy Hart. Got a lot of racing going on in the back right now for 4th through 7th, as we can see. It looks like 2 by 2, 3 wide races. We got Daryl Bass, Troy Hart, Ty Williams, and Jeff Bowser all doing whatever they can to try to make their way to the top 3. 3 wide racing going on for 5th. Oh, it looks like the 3 car of Troy ended up getting into the 1 of Jeff Bowser. As we take a look back at the racing toward the front, looks like James Murphy and Jared Murphy are still going to be leading it, and Dustin Price doing what he can to try to make something happen. Ty Williams in that 24 is trying to get around, and it looks like there's a lot of contact going on in the back. Jared Murphy coming in on the low line, trying to see what he can do. It looks like Dustin Price is going to comfortably take second. Looks like a lot of single file racing started to develop on the cushion on the outside line. It looks like Troy in that number 3 car ended up getting stuck. I'm not really sure what happened there. Looks like there's a lot of contact going on in the back. Let's go ahead and take a look at 7th through 5th right now. You got Jeff, Troy, and Daryl Bass doing whatever they can. They're making a lot of contact. There is nothing left on the back end of that 3 car, boys. Take a look at that right rear real quick if I can get a good picture of that. Sorry about that. Yeah, here's the right rear of the number 3 car of Troy. As you can see, compared to a couple of these other cars, you know, that's a normal right rear. That's a normal right rear. That's a normal right rear. That's the 3 cars right rear. So we got some halfway through, 9 laps to go this time by. Let's go ahead and take another peek back at our leaders right now. Number 3 car, James Murphy's still going to be leading it, but the 15 of Dustin Price is doing what he can to try to get around him. It almost looks like a league race with these two fighting for the first position. Sitting in third place is going to be that number 6 car of Jared Murphy. Coming on his tail, the number 27, the Jeff Gordon car, Ty Williams doing everything he can to try to make up some ground with 8 to go. As you can see the top 4 on your screen right now. Let's go ahead and take a peek back further back. Sitting in 5th is going to be the number 4 car, Daryl Bass, in that blue, lime green, and gray machine. And it looks like the number 3 of Troy Hart is doing everything he can with whatever the heck is left of that trophy truck to try to get around him. I tell you what, if he loses some more fiberglass, it might help with the weight advantage at this point, so it might be something to think about. And rounding out the field as of right now is going to be the number 1 car of Jeff Bowser Jr. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders. We are 5 to go this time by. Go ahead and take a ride with the number 15 car in the cockpit of Dustin Price. He's doing everything he can to try to get around the leader, James Murphy. So we're sitting with 4 laps to go this time by. It looks like he's starting to get a heck of a run. He might be able to make something happen. He's going to throw the slider. He's going for the lead. Is he going to get it? Are we going to be able to see it? Let's go ahead and get a better camera view and watch this fight for the lead. It's going to be very tough to do as you watch Ty Williams try to beat Dustin Price on sliders in that second heat. The problem is when you throw it, you lose so much speed on exit. As you can see, James Murphy was able to pull away, and I don't know if he's going to get another chance. It's now or never, and I think you got to wait. I think you got to set him up at 3 and 4, but Dustin Price is going right now. James Murphy cuts the brakes, goes down, he gets a heck of a run, and I think that's probably going to do it, folks. It might not, though. Dustin Price gets into him. Jared gets into him as well. It doesn't matter. James Murphy's your winner. Dustin Price in second. Jared Murphy in third. Ty Williams in fourth. Looks like that's going to be Daryl Bass in fifth. Troy Hart in sixth. And Jeff Bowser Jr. in seventh. We'll go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders real quick. You guys are good on picture. I got it saved. I'll go ahead and pull you guys for interview. Alright, these guys are good to go. Well, they went ahead and got lined up. I got the replay saved, so as long as they stay in that formation in some way, we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and get them pulled in here real quick for a interview, and we'll go ahead and let everybody know what's coming up next. Alright. Also, I got everything muted. You can talk freely for a sec if you want. But good race.
That was a blast.
There's one recommendation I thought of immediately, and I think a comp caution would be really dope. But
I really hope ball riding was allowed because we was all knocking the shit out of it.
Everybody was. There was at one point I did like a 5-minute compilation comparing everybody's right rear, and then you looked at Troy, and Troy was missing so much of his fucking car that it debatably was a weight advantage.
I stayed down.
Okay, he's not doing the interview.
For like the first 10 laps, but then I'm like, fuck, I gotta go.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and do the interview with just you two. It looks like Dustin declined it. Alright. Audio is live. Too bad my overlays are all fucked up. Holy shit. Alright, everybody, we are back, and we actually only have 2 of the top 3 drivers tonight. Looks like Dustin Price is unfortunately under the weather. He was able to make the race, and that's going to be it for him. So we'll start out with Jared of the Murphy Brothers. First off, Jared, congratulations. Very first podium, well, essentially our very first monthly mashup, very first top 3, and a heck of a start. I was pulling for you to beat your brother. I'm not going to lie to you. I really believe, I said like 7 different times that James Murphy is the slower Murphy in this broadcast, and I'm probably going to get slandered for it. Do you think you could help me out and beat him next week?
Yeah, you give us a racy track, I'm sure we can put on our race. I mean, the bottom was rolling there for the first 4 or 5 laps, and the momentum just, you can't beat it.
Yeah, I know we're testing a lot of stuff, and that was something I noticed too. Like toward the end of that race, it just turned. Other than a couple sliders here and there, everybody went to like the middle to the top. But those first 5 laps was crazy, especially when I think it was you that, in the very first heat, you went from like the second row inside to the lead. It was a fun race to say the least. Any recommendations you have on your end?
No, I had a blast. I wish we had about 10, 15 more people out there because that was I've never raced these on oval. I raced the Pro Twos quite a bit, and I'm not a big fan of the Pro Twos, but these are fun. These are pretty fun.
I think it's something with, and like I said, we just randomly, spontaneously did this. I think with some planning, we can get something really interesting in these. But I agree with you, and I appreciate you coming out. You got any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I like to thank Twisted Speed. We don't put out these kind of truck setups, but I feel like we got some good stuff coming up, so really excited for it.
Hey, listen, I do these fixed, but I mean, we could have a discussion and get a little bit, something different if you want. A lot of this was something Troy made on the fly, which worked decent. Don't get me wrong, but improvements can be made. But anybody else you'd like to thank, or are you good to go?
I'd like to thank y'all for putting that race on and broadcasting it.
We appreciate it, and that's gonna be James or Jared Murphy. I mean, and the number. I don't know if this is you have a paint for this car, or not for the number 6 car, Jared Murphy. Uh, James, I have a feeling when you watch this broadcast, I'm dreading this interview. You're gonna cuss me out because I said like 7 different times you were the slower Murphy. Were you? Was your car a little light, or what happened there? Because I really thought Jarrett was going to beat you, or are you really just the better Murphy?
Nah, I just had to prefer a line from the start. I kind of shot myself in the foot in qualifying there, but qualified dead last. But I was able to go from fourth to first in the heat race and then just hold on to the lead for the rest of the race.
You might just be set up if we do an EOL challenge here. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
a warm up. But
I just told him this is why I took the back row challenge.
but any recommendations you can recommend for this? Like I said, we're testing these out. Things are going to change. I just thought, and what's funny, this was actually a recommendation of Ty. This was Ty's exact recommendation. But
I like to see maybe an open setup race or make the track slicker and see if it could be more racy or something. I'm not sure how these things could race on dirt, but it was fun tonight.
I think it's something you're going to see in our 3PG dirt sessions or hosted series a lot more. It's like you said, it's fun and it's something you don't expect to be fun. So I think you're going to see a lot more of it. You got any sponsors or anybody you'd like to thank?
I just thank everybody with Twisted Speed and you for broadcasting it and putting all these races on.
Perfect. And we appreciate you as well. And I'll go ahead and get you guys out of here. Just a heads up, I will have broadcast and everything edited, uploaded by tomorrow. But I'm going to bounce you down and I'll be back in a minute.
Appreciate it.
Alright, everybody, and that's going to be it pretty much for tonight's program. As you saw, very first ever session of 3PG monthly mashup. Definitely changed it up with the Pro 4 trucks over here at Fairbury, but as everybody said and as you heard, it seemed like it was a blast. We're going to make some few changes, few tweaks, stuff like that, see if we can, tweak, improve little things here and there, and we'll be putting on more of these here very, very soon. I'm going to have more announcements on the website and in the Discord within the next couple days of when the next event's going to be. Expect it to most likely either be next week or the week after, but I will get everything posted for everyone later on. Other than that, we'll see you next time.